Hi, my name is Patrick. Every month I come up with 4 books that you can read during the month. So basically for preparation for MBA entrance, reading becomes very important. So I normally recommend 4 books every month that you can read, basically from different genre. You can read them, try to figure out what you're comfortable reading and then accordingly decide. So this month again I have taken 4 books which are there from different genre. One is the Lean Startup, which is basically a management book related to management. So that's what we have taken up, the first book. So Eric Ries, a management book. So if you're interested in learning about more of management, etc., then this is the book. Second book is more of a self-help books, normally to motivate you, etc. Third is more of a mythology book in terms of a fantasy novel which is there. Okay, and fourth is a Khushwant Singh, very famous book which is there, Train to Pakistan, written by Khushwant Singh. So 4 books which are there. The last 2 are more of novels in terms of stories. Second one is the self-help book, and one is more of a management book. So Lean Startup talks about more of startup. I mean, if you're looking at a startup and understanding how startups happen and what helps a startup, this could be a good book to go about it. I mean, yes, startups is the flavor of the season. There are a lot of startups which have started, a lot of people trying to start, and a lot of IPOs coming up, unicorns coming up. I mean, it's good to know about startups, what's happens, how it happens. And Eric Rice is a good author who explains the whole concept of lean startup, his idea about how to sustain in terms of how to, I mean, a lot of startups fail. So how can you succeed in terms of starting and making it big? That's what you can read. Power of Now. This is more of a spiritual book. I mean, normally it comes under self-help books, but more of a spiritual books helps you to understand importance of what you can do with it now. More of concept of self-reflection and to work on the present moment, to work what is now to help you to reach your destiny. So read it if you're interested in self-help books. A good book. I mean, this was a book gifted on my birthday by my wife, Rochelle. So, a book because I normally like fantasy novels, etc. This is related to mythology. So, Helios, the god of sun, and there are titans, and his daughter is born. So it's more about his story and how Circe went about being a strange child to becoming what it is. So you can read the book. I mean, if you're really interested in something on fantasy, etc., or something on mythology, this could be a good book to read. And last is Khushwant Singh depicting the partition. I mean, he became famous for this particular book, a great book. He was a very famous author, and mainly this book is what helped him to become. So, looking at the whole idea of partition from a different perspective, providing a human dimension, and looking at reality, horror, and believability. Just you can read. So, you pick any of these books, you can pick up and read whatever you're comfortable with, and then decide which genre you're comfortable with, and accordingly create an interest in reading. Thank you.